Look, self-made entrepreneur, no manure. I'm the
Greetings and salutations, man. Dave Moore. Hey, I just wanted everybody to know that I appreciate all the likes, the subscribes, the shares. Hey, I didn't think we'd get this far, but here we are. And I just wanted to say thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. But I want to talk a little bit about discipline and how discipline can be a superpower. What does discipline mean to you? Define it for yourself. Yeah, it has a definition, but what does it mean to you? Discipline to me, it really means that you do things that you do not want to do because you need to do them. You do things that you don't want to do because you need to do them. For instance, this morning. I didn't necessarily want to get up this morning and play tennis. I have a huge ordeal coming up in August with some buddies. I play on the tennis team, but I want to make myself better. So the discipline in me says, hey, get up, go get it in. And after I did, I must say I'm glad I did. But you can't always have things the way you want. And the thing that bothers me is some people don't want to put in the work. Discipline means you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to be uncomfortable in order to be comfortable. Growth comes in the uncomfort. I used to hear that all the time. Growth comes in the uncomfortable. We're not supposed to be comfortable in every stage of our life. Things that are good for us sometimes are going to hurt. If you go get injured and you go have surgery, it hurts, but you get better. It's uncomfortable, but it's a process. You get better. You go to the gym one day, lift weights real hard, come back home, look in the mirror after you went one day and don't see a change. You're going to get angry and say, that's not for me. I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of my time. No, it's not how it goes. It's not how it goes. The discipline part means that you go every single day, all the time, over and over and over until it becomes a habit. The best part about discipline is when it becomes a habit, that's normally when you start to notice an increase in something. You start to notice some positive things, some positive gains, man. You got to be disciplined in your life, and that will lead to you being disciplined in your profession, or the things that you use or the things that you do to make monetary gain. If you can become disciplined in just your normal everyday life, having an early morning routine, having a routine that you go through every single day, it makes it easier when you're at work or what you're doing with your life. It makes it easier for you to be disciplined there. Me personally, I'm always a work in progress, man. I'm not a perfect man by far, but I got my kick-ass ways, and I have some things that I need to work on. But the things that I need to work on, I make sure that I absolutely do. But being disciplined to me is, I think back to when we were kids, man, if you had a little bit more discipline. You see professional athletes, the difference between them and most of the other people were they were way more disciplined than the other people around them. Instead of going to hang out, they went to the gym. Instead of going to kicking and going to the parties, they went and grabbed a basket of tennis balls and went out and practiced. It's probably why they're on TV. Discipline means that when you go to your job, you do more than what's expected. Think about that. You do more than what's expected, because when you do that, it sets a standard for everybody else, especially if you're a leader. If you're a leader and people see you trying, man, they're going to get behind you. They're going to rally behind you. When your engine moves, everybody else's engine moves. Then it becomes contagious. Then everybody is on the same page. We all pull in the same direction and success can happen. And once you're a part of something like that, if you're lucky enough to be a part of something like that, it's an amazing feeling. It's an empowering feeling. It's an addicting feeling. And once you get addicted to it, the rest is history, man. But I want to make sure that we're taking the time that we need to address being disciplined, because that can alleviate a whole lot of problems. It also can make you the best version of yourself. And, we talk on this channel a lot. You don't do that just for you. You do it because you're responsible for something, because people are important to you. The people that are important to you, that count on you, that rely on you, the better you become, the better their life becomes. And if you're like me, I prioritize family over anything. Prioritize my wife over anything, period. And once you start acting that way, First, you have to think it here. And if you're brave enough to speak it here, then you can manifest it with these. And some people don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that you're full of possibilities, endless possibilities. And once you figure out the ebb and flow of how the world works, once you figure out how to attract good things, how to attract income, off topic, shout out to a couple entrepreneurs, man. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Craig, Major Point. Mr. Jonathan Craig, give him his flowers. He is a solid man. His work ethic is second to none. And I really appreciate him, man. I do. I told him I was going to wear a shirt. So next show, I'm going to wear that shirt. Shout out to my man, Buck T, better known as Brady Tyler. Super entrepreneur. Proud to say one of my good partners. And definitely somebody who won. Stay tuned. We're going to have something coming soon. Have him on the show. And two, good to be around somebody with that energy. Someone who decided to take the bull by the horns and say, hey, I'm going to carve out a piece of this world for me. I'm going to do it the way that I see fit. Also, shout out to Mr. Adam Marburger. Doing big things, man. Everybody who has taken the stance of, hey, the world is a big place. It's a big place, but I found a spot for me. Not only did I find a spot for me, but the spot that I found, I can reach down to help other people. That's so important that we do that. It's so important that you help other people, man. Having a plan, having mentors, having a tight circle. We're going to talk about that later too. Having a tight circle, man. What that means, what that looks like, how uncomfortable that is. All that's coming. But being disciplined enough to really understand what you need to accomplish in this world is a superpower. The more disciplined you are, the better you are at your superpower. Quite frankly, the better you will be at life. I ain't gonna keep you long. You know, I'm not gonna be long-winded. Sometimes I can be. I get on my rants, but no, I just wanted to address discipline, man. Everybody, again, I appreciate all of you, man. The likes, the subscribes, the shares. You all have been rock star for me. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. So, one word, one sign, peace.